Asian shares and mixed after iPhone launch. Chinese investor surveys. Welcome to the Shakaama live show with your host Shakaama. Asian stocks ended mixed on Wednesday despite U.S. stocks hitting record highs overnight on expectations that a U.S. tax reform plan will get passed this year. Chinese shares posted modest gains to finish near 20-month highs after a survey showed investors were optimistic about economic conditions in August. The benchmark Shanghai Composite Index inched up 4.66 points or 0.1% to 3,384.15, while Hong Kong's Hang Seng Index was down 86 points or 0.3% at 27,881 in late trade. Japanese shares rose for a third consecutive session as the dollar extended its sharp rally against the yen on easing concerns over North Korea and U.S. hurricanes. The Nikkei average rose 89.20 points or 0.45% to 19,865.82, while the broader Topics Index closed up 0.61% at 1,637.33. Exporters Hitachi and Panasonic jumped 3% to 4%. Apple suppliers Nidec rallied at 3.5% after Apple unveiled three new iPhones. Toshiba closed on a flat note after announcing a deal with a consortium to sell its prized chip business. Australian shares closed marginally lower after two straight days of gains, helped by higher commodities prices and rising U.S. Treasury yields. Investors ignored encouraging consumer confidence figures with Westpac Bank and Melbourne Institute. Commonwealth Bank of Australia rose 0.8% after Australian Prudential Regulations Authority Chairman Wayne Byers told a parliamentary committee the bank was, quote, financially sound despite alleged money laundering breaches. ANZ and Westpac eked out modest gains, while NAB shed 0.2%. Mining heavyweights BHP, Billiton, and Rio Tinto climbed about 1% each after Chinese steel and iron ore futures regained some ground Tuesday following a 5-day retreat. CIMIC Group gained 0.8% after its Leighton Asia Unit 1 and uh, Audi, for, Audi 470 million sewer projection in Singapore farm Alst jumped as much as 8.6% on receiving a patent in Europe for its use of its lead drug, Monepantel, as a cancer therapy. Soul shares ended a chopped session slightly lower and selling by individual and foreign investors. The benchmark Kospi ended down 5.29 points or 0.22% at 2,360.18, dragged down by automakers. Tech stocks closed broadly higher with LG Electronics climbing as much as 5.3% to 87.401. New Zealand's benchmark S&P and ZX50 index slid 12.98 points or 0.17% to 7,827.43 ahead of manufacturing PMI data slated for release on Thursday. Air New Zealand, Tower, Kathmandu Holdings, and Sky Network Television lost 2% to 3%. India's Sensex was rising 0.5% despite dismal macroeconomic data. The Taiwan weighted lost 0.7%. Singapore's Straits Times Index was losing 0.2%. Malaysia KLC Composite Index was declining 0.1%, and Indonesia's Jakarta Composite Index was moving down 0.4%. U.S. stocks rose for a second straight session Tuesday as hopes of a tax reform by year's end helped to lift financials, and tech stocks also gained ground amid Apple's highly anticipated product launch. All three major index rose about 0.3%. And thank you for watching the Shakaama Live Show. Be sure to like the video. Thank you for watching.